Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Beaver Falls High School as our Ellwood City Wolverines, both girls and boys, made the short trip down here to take on the Tigers of Beaver Falls. Just a few moments away from tip-off here as we start this girls' game, as we will have the national anthem here very, very shortly. But a big night here for basketball as we got the doubleheader. I love that kind of action. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorse, Dave Windhorse, Skinny Windhorse on camera tonight. Here we have the Star Spangled Banner. And there you have it, folks, the Star Spangled Banner. As we got the tip-off here just moments away, we'll have the starting lineups for the Ellwood City visiting Wolverines. Number 11, sophomore, 5'5", Lena Lucarelli. Number 32, she's a senior, standing at 5'5", Miss Elsie Sturgeon. Number 2, senior, 5'6" guard, Caitlin Kreitzer, 399 points in her career. Number 23, 5'5" guard, senior, 920 points, Miss Kayla Jones. And number 21, forward, 5'9", with 554 points, averaging 17.2 points on the season, Miss Delaney Sturgeon. Head coach Chris Wise in his first year as head coach, along with Gary Rosansky, Gina Carr, Keithan Jones, Emily Kamrick.
Yep. All right, and the host team tonight, the Beaver Falls Tigers, who come into play 5-3, 4-1 in section play. Kicking us off will be number 2, the junior guard, Taylor Pullen. Number 3, the junior guard, Draven Haskins. Number 4, the freshman guard, Driana Haskins. Number 10, the sophomore guard and forward, Donica Norman. And finally, number 21, the freshman who will be playing primarily underneath the hoop. That's Tamara Estelle. The head coach for the Tigers is Dom Henderson. The assistant coaches Darian Johnson, Elena Cleckley Currents. Last year, the Beaver Falls Tigers were 16-9, 8-2 in section play, second place overall in 3A Section 1. They lost in the third place Whippeal Championship game, so that's third place. Which did mean they make it to the WPIL first round. Unfortunately, they lost to a team that we are familiar with across the board in that Whippeal game. It was Shady Side Academy.
Yes, we hear them name a lot, and we're going to hear it more as we go on throughout the season.
Last night, they won a big one against Greensburg Central Catholic, won by 30-some points, and that's why they're going to be the number 1 seed.
Get your fortune cookie out there. I think it'll tell you Shady Side Academy is a really, really good team. But before we get to the playoffs, we got work to do here. We'll get through the standings. This game can mean so much for both teams.
Yeah.
And here we have tip-off, and it's controlled by Ellwood City. Caitlin Kreitzer now with the ball. Gets in the hands to Kayla Jones. Kayla Jones gets it just over that timeline, guarded there by Haskins. We got Caitlin Kreitzer for 3, off the rim, don't go. Elsie Sturgeon with that offensive rebound. Caitlin Kreitzer going to try it again. Drains it.
For 3.
She gets 3. right off the bat for Caitlin Kreitzer. Down the court they come. Pullen now brings it around there to Drevin Haskins. Guarded there is Taylor Pullen. Taylor Pullen go down underneath, puts a shot up. A nice baseline play there by Drevin Haskins. Running that full court press right now is throws it down there and stolen by Pullen. She's coming the other way. Gets a trailer, goes down there, tries to go down the lane, throws underneath to number 10. Now back out to Drevin Haskins. She's going to drive down, picks up her dribble, stops, and now in the hands of Taylor Pullen. Pullen around. There's a three. It's going to be short. Rebound by Delaney Sturgeon. Puts her head down. She wants to go coast to coast. Down the lane she goes. Looks for somebody to throw to. Goes out to Caitlin Kreitzer for another three. Goes off the back. And who ends up with it is Pullen of Beaver Falls. Coming the other way. Beaver Falls got numbers. Little arrow stoop there. And who ends up with it is Haskins. Now, the 12-footer by number 3 doesn't go. Delaney Sturgeon mistimed her jump. Underneath, trying to go underneath, they're going to call jump ball. A nice play there by Elsie Sturgeon to keep Tamara Estelle from taking that shot. Possession arrow in favor of Beaver Falls. They will be inbounding. Gianna Haskins underneath the inbound. Throws it out there. Finds her sister, Drevin Haskins. Haskins now dribbles around, tries to go underneath the number. Now back out to Haskins. Dribbles down there, stop there. Nice underneath pass. There's a block by Delaney Sturgeon. She gives chase, but who ends up with it is Haskins. And going to get, I think, Delaney with a foul. Yes. Got a little handsy there and gets Delaney her first foul of the game. Now, Gianna Haskins wants to inbound and finds her sister Drevin. Dribbles around there. Gets it in the hands of Pullen. Pullen now almost midcourt. Getting directions from head coach Dom Henderson of Beaver Falls. Moving around there, 3-2. That ball's thrown away. Somebody zigged, and they thought somebody was going to zag. So that's like first turnover for Beaver Falls in this contest. Beaver Falls not trying to hide the fact that they want to do that full court press. Caitlin Kreitzer dribbles down through it, kicks it out there to Delaney Sturgeon. Now to Kayla Jones for three. Off the side of the rim, don't go, and they're going to say possession as Delaney Sturgeon was in there as well as Pullen. They're going to say Pullen touched it last. Here's Caitlin Kreitzer with the inbound. All the way out there to Kayla Jones. Guarded well there. Delaney fakes the three. Picks up the dribble. Now, got it. And I think Caitlin read that wrong, or Delaney, one of them. Either way, the ball was thrown out of bounds. Second turnover now for the Wolverines. 3-2, 2.5 minutes gone by in this game. Now into Taylor Pullen. She's the leading scorer for the Tigers. Dribbled around there. Now out number 4 takes an awkward shot. Doesn't get it to go. Who ends up with it? Delaney Sturgeon almost loses the dribble. And she does. Out of bounds it went. And give number 21 credit, Tamara Estelle, for kind of mixing things up there a little bit, making it hard for Delaney to get that clean rebound. She tried to save the dribble. Now thrown out there to Norman. Norman almost to center court, setting up a play. Throws the ball around there to Haskins. There's a shot, a three. It's too far, does not go, and out of bounds it goes. In a way, you're almost like you would hope the Wolverines, they had a huge rebound game against Stowe Rocks. The way that shooting was, somebody had to get rebounds. Now Kayla Kreitzer slips. She got to get some help, but she does. Dribbles through it. Kicks it out there to Delaney. Going to launch up a three. It's good, nothing but net. 2 3-pointers for the Wolverines. They lead 6-2, and that was a clean shot.
And that's the takeaway from last week's game, or a couple nights ago against the Rocks. The three ball has starting to fall a little bit.
It fell the game before that a little bit too.
Yep.
Elsie Sturgeon covering there. Down the lane comes Haskins. Nice off the rim, don't go. Delaney fights for it. A good rebound by Delaney. Picks the ball up. Wants to dribble down the court. Slows it down a little bit. Kicks it over there to Kayla Jones. Kayla. They're going to get a foul. Reaching foul there. Yeah. And that's going to be on Taylor Pullen. And I saw you do the hand motion.
Got to get out of the corners.
Get out of the corner, and I think you were Delaney cut to that, go down that baseline, and Kayla can find you open, but she was fouled before she could do that.
Yeah, unless you're open, and if it's for a shot, then you pass in the corner. Other than that, I keep it right down the middle.
Right.
Got to move.
Yep, and she did. Picked up her dribble.
Oh, you
needs some help. Now gets it to Caitlin Kreitzer.
Somebody set a screen.
Yep, Elsie Sturgeon wants to get it on a 3 ball. Oh, my goodness! A 3-pointer for Elsie Sturgeon. The Wolverines with 3 buckets and 3 points. They're up 9-2. It's raining threes for the Wolverines right now. Have they even taken a field goal shot yet?
Oh, my.
So here it comes.
Yeah, they're 0 for 0 underneath the hoop.
Yeah, they've not taken a shot inside the 3-point line yet, and we're 4.5 minutes into the game. Pulling now. Gardner goes down the lane, kicks it out there to Drina.
Nice.
And that's a turnover.
Wow.
And Wolverines up 9-2. And I just can't believe that stat, Brad. They've yet to take a field goal or a shot inside the 3-point line.
And I tell you what,
Kayla Jones was guarded there, but a nice play to get it out of there. Throws it down there to Caitlin Kreitzer. Down the lane she goes, puts it up, and no foul. And it's going to be guarded there, taken by Haskins. Pulling, long way down there, puts it up. Easy layup, up and in and good. And the first time out of the game is going to go to Beaver Falls, as they are down 9-4.
Well, Thad, I was just going to say, when you're shooting 50%, 3 for 6 from the 3-point line, and that's your only shots, we'll take it. Unfortunately, we have the ability to look back and replay. I thought that was going to be maybe a foul there, and they let him play underneath the hoop. And it.
Oh, with Caitlin?
Sometimes you get caught. You get caught. You got to watch behind you. And unfortunately, that was a quick, easy transition bucket. Something that I can guarantee you, Chris Wise can say, hey, listen, if we pass underneath the hoop, somebody's got to be watching back out that 3-point line.
Well, and the press in the past, historically, has maybe given the Wolverines a little bit of trouble. I'm not saying it's giving them trouble tonight. They're kind of dribbling through it and not turning it over doing so.
And if it doesn't work right now, again, folks, this is 4-quarter basketball. It's not necessarily right now. It's about 30-some minutes from now. You got the starting 5 for Ellwood, who pretty much play all the game.
Yep.
You wear and tear over time.
Delaney gets the ball, goes down the court. This time puts it up past cousin Elsie. Up and in, it's good. Elsie Sturgeon with 5 points. They're up 11-4. Cousin to cousin there is Delaney. Wanted to go to the hoop, but got guarded, and Elsie never quit. Never quit.
No.
Elsie was right there as a trailer. Oh, Kayla was going to get the steal.
Speaking of Elsie, she had the tough game last game, but
nice dribble
she was on the best player
Haskins
for Stowe Rocks.
And who puts it up? It's going to be out of bounds.
Wow.
Yes, and we talk about the best player tonight defensively. Lena Lucarelli is just job shadowing Taylor Poland. She's in her hip pocket the whole time.
Timeout.
Timeout. Good call. And that was going to be another turn as they're going to need, and I know Coach Wise is going to talk about that, they're trapping Kayla as soon as they bring that ball in. If you keep doing it every time, Beaver Falls is just going to keep doing it. It's going to go to Kayla, get two white shirts around her.
Right. And
that time she had nowhere to pass the ball to. The possession before, she got the ball, quick pass, center of the court. Down Delaney went for the pass to Elsie.
Yep. In fact, we were talking about in pregame real short here. The standings-wise, there you go. Beaver Falls 4-1, Ellwood City 3-2 in section play. Olsh already won. Most of the games played last night. This is the only one that's coming into factor tonight. You want to walk into next week sitting there 4-2, just 2 games back. If Ellwood would win, they'd be in 3rd place. If Beaver Falls win, listen, they're 5-1 in section play. They're 1 game back of Olsh.
And we can get back to that maybe between quarters to kind of discuss that.
Yep.
There's to Delaney. All the way down to Elsie. Elsie with the dribble,
open.
puts it up. Counted, it's good. Elsie Sturgeon with 7 of the 13 Wolverine points. Underneath the point, she's making them tonight, folks. Oh, there's a steal by Kayla Jones. You got numbers down. It goes, puts it up. Off the high glass, it's good. It's 15-4 in favor of the Wolverines. The breakaway points, Brad, that's 4 points.
Wow.
Off of turnovers. Oh, Caitlin Kreitzer almost had another steal. Haskins wants to go down underneath. Bounce pass. And it goes off the fingertips of Estelle. And right now, everything is going in favor of the Wolverines. But I'm going to go back last year. We had a 15-point lead on them last year, and we lost the game. So try to dribble out of it. And, going to get a blocking foul. I really thought that Kayla Jones was going to get close to being out of bounds there. But on 21, Estelle. So that's her first, team second, 2:10 remaining here.
Oh, here we go.
There we go. Elsie Sturgeon once again. It's good. Elsie Sturgeon, good googly moogly. She's got 9.
And give credit to Kreitzer. She's got 4 assists. It's perfect passes, folks.
It is. And Elsie's kind of staying back there, and she's getting those breakaway points. We talk about, and Elsie that time off of her fingertips. You know, if you're on the in our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you talked about the 3-headed monster, and then you have a big game like this, a big section game, and then there's Elsie Sturgeon coming with 9 points.
And if you add in 4 individuals, that again doesn't have to be always points. Defense wins championships, and it's working.
And a travel,
and it's
another
working.
turnover as Drevon Haskins
took
the extra step there. 17-4 in favor of the Wolverines. $1:45 remaining. Inbound, gets it to Lucarelli. Lucarelli to Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie met some resistance, gets in the hands of Caitlin Kreitzer. Caitlin now right there on that line. I wish she'd take a step forward. She can't go back. Now to Kayla Jones. Jones gets a screen from pick and roll, and Delaney just didn't quite. Once you get down that baseline, puts it up. Off the back of the rim. Don't go. Who's there? It's Elsie was there, and Drina Haskins, and Haskins went off of her, according to the officials. Inbounding now will be the Wolverines.
I like the aggression there from Delaney. That cut back, get that back left corner, drive to the hoop, maybe get a foul or whatever it may be.
Elsie Sturgeon off the side of the rim. Don't go. Into the hands of Kayla Jones. Jones, nifty move. Does not get it to go. Rebound there by Drevon Haskins. She's coming quickly. Down the lane she comes. Pulls up. Dropped her dribble and gets in the hands of Poland. Dribbling around there. Far pass. A nice pass to number 4 off the side of the rim. Don't go. Who ends up with it is Taylor Poland. Got her own rebound. Euro step goes around off the rim. Don't go. Big rebound there. Pass down to Kayla Jones. Kayla Jones gets it, puts it up. No foul called. And now Haskins the other way into the hands of Poland. Loses the hand on the ball, but regroups. Wants to get down that baseline. Hits the top of the backboard as she was wanting to pass it out. Another turnover. And you can talk about points off of turnovers. 17-4. I mean, it's been about 6 minutes. Everyone's standing around. I don't know what happened there. Caitlin Kreitzer says, I'll do it, and misses the shot. There's pass down to Poland. Coming the other way. Drives down there. Met some resistance. Kicks it back out. The Drevon Haskins doesn't get it to go. I don't know. The girls are like, there's a shot off the side of the rim. Don't go. Delaney Sturgeon comes in, and it's going to go out of bounds off of her as Donica Norman was going to get the ball.
And I think breaking the press right now is just making everybody a little bit tired.
Well, yeah, it's almost slow motion. And off the fingertips of Estelle as it goes out of bounds. 15.6 seconds.
And that's the second time Estelle, unfortunately, has been open. It just goes right out of bounds.
Yeah, she's getting that look a couple times. 15.6 seconds. In the Kreitzer. Here come the Wolverines. 12 seconds. Don't have much time to set up a play. Kreitzer sees 8 seconds. Gets a screen by Elsie Sturgeon. Bounce pass underneath. Elsie, Mace made a beautiful play there. And that's going to do it, folks. At the end of 1, Ellwood City 17. The Tigers of Beaver Falls 4. The takeaway from that one is 9 points. Am I right, Brad?
Yep.
9 points by Elsie Sturgeon, and a big night for her to this point. The Wolverines, we talk about that 3-headed monster. You have Delaney Sturgeon averaging 17.2 points a game, followed by Kayla Jones with 14.7, and Caitlin Kreitzer with 12.4. Everybody has 3 points, except Elsie Sturgeon is sitting there with 9 points in that first quarter of play. I think if you're Coach Wise, you're sitting there saying, hey, girls, keep it going. But quite frankly, the last 2 minutes of that first quarter, the Wolverines missed some shots that this score could be 25-4.
And rebounding, kind of a little bit sloppy there at the end.
I don't know if it just got, it's just a little bit more. There was a lot of watching by both teams instead of playing.
That's a product of the press. That's going to make you tired over time. You just
does.
Regenerate.
You look down there on Beaver Falls bench, there's 3 more players. You look down on Ellwood's bench, there's 3 more players. So you can't really go to that bench very deep. Possession going to be in favor of Ellwood City. Delaney Sturgeon gets it into Kayla Jones. Kayla dribbles out of that. Passes over to Delaney. Fakes the 3. Moves her. Oh, she had Elsie underneath, but couldn't get the ball to her. Kayla Jones fakes the 3. Drops the head. Puts it down there. Caitlin Kreitzer puts it up. And it goes. Nice, nifty move there by Caitlin Kreitzer. And here comes Beaver Falls. As Poland throws it out there to Drina Haskins. And that's going to be taken by Lena Lucarelli. Take it down there, Lena. Throws it back into the hands of Elsie Sturgeon. Delaney fakes the 3. Guarded there by Haskins. Delaney dribbling around there. Pass to cousin Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie looking. Into the hands of Caitlin Kreitzer. Take a breath. You're up by 15. I see Brad's there. Just girl, slow it down. Get the play you want.
Run your set.
Dribbling around
I
there.
like it.
Launching up a 3. Oh, in and out. Does not go. And a nice rebound there by Drevon Haskins. She's coming quickly the other way. Pulls it back out.
Yeah, good court awareness from Jones to kind of stop that from being a run and gun.
Yep.
Fast break point.
I really thought Haskins was going to take it all the way. Way off the mark. High off the glass. Who ends up with it? Elsie Sturgeon passes to Delaney Sturgeon. Delaney looks up. She had Kayla down there. She got Kayla. Delaney got to learn to cut to the hoop when that happens. Now, Caitlin Kreitzer. Wolverines up 19-4. Out to Kayla Jones. Gets it underneath to Delaney. Underneath to Kayla Jones. Oh, doesn't get the shot to go. It would have been pretty. And here comes Javon Haskins, the junior. Dribbled up the court. A lot of running. Goes it out. And a block by Caitlin Kreitzer. But it's taken there by Haskins. Puts it up high off the glass. It's good. Estelle as Haskins passed to her. I like what the Wolverines did this time. They caught Beaver Falls maybe sleeping a little bit. And just to get the ball up the court. Beaver Falls gets back defensively. Caitlin Kreitzer now. Dribbles to Kayla Jones. Jones now. Bounce pass. Kreitzer launching up the 3. Off the back of the rim. Don't go. Who ends up with it is Haskins once again. Elsie Sturgeon gave chase. Haskins throws down the dribble. She wants to drive down the lane. Passes to Estelle. Estelle back to Drevon Haskins. A little shake and bake move. Puts it up. And stolen there by Kayla Jones. I think Elsie Sturgeon got her hand on Jones. Goes down. Puts it up. And she's going to be fouled. Going to go to the line for 2. That's going to be 2 on Taylor Poland. I think Poland had 45 points against New Brighton. she can shoot them. So scores 19-6, 5:15 remaining. This is actually our first foul shots of the game. Am I correct, Brad?
Yep.
And here comes Kayla Jones. First shot off the front of the rim. Don't go. Everything went well at Stowe Rocks for the Wolverines, but foul shooting was a little bit of an issue. I think they were 6 for 16, if I remember your stats, Brad. Kayla Jones, second attempt. Nothing but net. It's good. Wolverines find themselves up by 14. Trying to get the inbound. Lena Lucarelli doing a great job defensively, keeping Taylor Poland intact. Pass out there to Drevon Haskins. Dribbles around. Wants to go underneath. Let's go down the lane. And blocking foul on number 2, Caitlin Kreitzer. So that's their first. Both teams with 1 foul at the 5:01 mark here in the second period of play. There's the inbounds. Haskins fakes the 3. Bounces around there, throws it up. Air biscuit does not go. And nice save by Estelle. She kicked it back inbounds. The Wolverines got to be aware I like what they were doing to let it go out of bounds, but you got to block somebody from going out and getting it. Caitlin Kreitzer now. Gets across the timeline. Oh, made pull and miss. Bounce underneath to Delaney. Shot goes up and good. Points in the paint. A little love tap there from Delaney to Caitlin saying, thank you for that assist. Let's do it again sometime.
And I tell you what, give credit to Delaney. She got that ball. She quickly turned the opposite direction.
Yep, there's a three-point shot, and it's good. Wow. As Tamara Estelle, the freshman, that was a pretty shot from three-point land. The power of the three can turn the momentum of the game. Now, Caitlin Kreitzer down underneath. Now, out to Elsie, back to Caitlin. That's Caitlin Kreitzer now. Meets some resistance from Poland. She dribbles around. Throws it back out to Elsie. Now to Caitlin. Underneath the hoop to Delaney. And she's going to be fouled. As I stood up, Brad, I heard Coach Gary Rosansky, head coach Chris Wise, yelling something to Delaney. She turned around and ran to underneath the hoop. I think they're seeing that play, that she's got the height advantage right now to work with that. Into Delaney, launching up a three. Off the rim! It's good! Did they give her three? I don't know if they did or not.
For two.
Just a two. I thought the foot was on the line. I don't know if I'd try that bank shot every time. There's a 3-by-3 off the rim. Don't go. Elsie Sturgeon gets the rebound and a foul over the back on Estelle. I want to say that's her second. Yes, it is.
That's big.
Yes, it is. You got two of the starters now with 2 fouls with 3:31 remaining. I think if you're the Wolverines, be aware of that. And I just wonder if that's why with the last 2 possessions. We'll see if it happens again. Get Delaney working underneath the hoop. Bounce pass underneath to Delaney. Now back out to Elsie. She fakes the 3 from way far away. Now, Caitlin Kreitzer gives underneath there. Delaney from the elbow wants to drive down the lane, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled and go to the hoop. I tell you what, this is just fun basketball right now. Right now, number 21, Delaney Sturgeon, and number 10, the sophomore, Danica Norman. I mean, they're fighting like they're the last 2 unicorns trying to get on the arc underneath the basket there, Brad. And it's just a really getting hard.
And I tell you what, Thad,
was that third foul?
That's the third foul on Taylor Poland.
First shot by Delaney does not go.
And unfortunately, I don't want to burst your bubble. If there is one kryptonite of the Delaney Sturgeons of the world,
yes,
it's the free throws right now.
And it's not by lack of trying.
No.
I know that. That one just don't go. And another foul.
Oh, they are going to call foul, not a lane violation. No, they are. Lane violation
As
on Estelle.
So no foul, but Delaney gets another chance.
That's big.
There it is. Nothing but net. It's good.
It almost seems like that happens every
It does.
time.
You got to keep those stats. You love doing stats. So go back and watch every Ellwood game for the last 4 years and tell me how times that happened. With the ball is Haskins. Going to jump shot off the back of the rim. Don't go. Wow. And this time goes out of bounds. Smart play by Kayla Jones just to let it go. But you got to kind of play a little do a pick against the other team as they go for it. Beaver Falls has kind of given up on that full court press now. 2:39 remaining. Wolverines up by 14. Kayla Jones underneath the hoop this time. Saves it. Underneath to Caitlin Kreitzer. Up. Don't get it to go. Fighting over it. Caitlin Kreitzer gets her own rebound. That's a great way to follow your shot.
Pulls it back out.
Caitlin for 3. Off the rim, off the back of the backboard. Does not go. Here's Poland. Down the lane she comes. Pulls up about 12-footer. Don't get it to go. Rebound there by Donica. Shot don't go. Who ends up with it? Wolverines got to get their hands on the ball. Estelle puts it up, and she gets the bucket that time. 25-13. And I think a timeout is being taken, a full timeout taken by Beaver Falls. This has been a fast-moving.
It has.
First half of play. Can you pull up that standings once again?
Yeah, we can bring
just a
it back
comment
up.
I'd like to make here as we got a minute. I mean, I'm not trying to be Nostradamus here, but the New Brighton Lions, Stowe Rocks, Mohawk, they're going to have a hard time beating the 5 teams ahead of them.
Right.
We know OSHA's sitting there undefeated, and they've only played They haven't even played everybody twice yet.
Right.
Once yet.
Yeah.
My point is let's just let Osh be out there on top. That second 2 through 5, one game can make the difference of being a 5th seed or a 2nd seed. And you ask, why does that matter? The seedings when the playoff time comes around.
Right, and when you look at it, you've got this section here of 8 teams. There's 2 sections with 8, 1 with 7. So 5 teams, and 4. You're going to get 2 teams that get the bye, basically, and go from there. Yeah, don't want to say it this way, but unless they go on a run, Ellwood is probably not going to get a 2 seed. But if you're hosting a game, you get the bracket side that you want. You don't have to face shady side until later on. You never know. And I tell you what, give credit. We haven't seen them yet at home. Riverside gave Olsh a battle.
They did. Yes, they did. And that Riverside young team,
and
I will tell you, of all the teams in our section, that's probably the one surprise, maybe exceeding preseason expectations.
Absolutely.
So give credit to their coach over there. They got like 17 players on the team, which is pretty phenomenal these days in this day and age. So give a credit to Riverside. Here comes Caitlin Kreitzer, brings it up the court. Kayla Jones underneath to Delaney, puts it up. There you go. Yep,
perfect.
That's how you drew it up, and I'm betting that's what happened during that timeout. 27-13, Delaney now with 10.
I have a feeling Chris Wise said, don't even dribble, just turn, put it up.
No, and I know he did that because they've been working on it in practice for about 4 weeks now. There's Haskins for 3, drains it, it's good. That's 2 3-pointers here in this second quarter of play.
That's a big one.
Kind of helping keep them in. That Wolverines up 30-13. Kayla Jones launching up a 3 off the front of him. Don't go. Oh, I thought Elsie going to get over the back there. Pulling with the rebound, goes down. Eurostep puts it up off the back rim. Don't go. Ooh, who ends up with it? Kayla Jones picked up the dribble. It's the hands of Elsie. Elsie now. Just slow it down a little bit. You got a minute left to play. Up by 11.
Yeah, that score was flipped, so they gave the wrong 3 points.
Yep, I was going to say that. Delaney underneath there, puts it up. Oh, kiss the glass, it's good. Delaney making a living here in the paint.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the product of you got to be careful of fouls underneath the hoop. You don't want to get the last one of the half, basically.
Right. So pulling now, bringing it up. Lena Lucarelli just guarding her, pickpocketing her all night. She worked through that screen that time, out to one of the Haskins girls, puts it up, and who are they going to get?
Ooh.
It's rather Delaney.
I think they're going to get blocking foul maybe on.
I missed seeing the number.
I missed the number 2. It is against Ellwood.
Yep, Delaney. So now Delaney has 2. Kara Kreitzer checks in for her sister, Caitlin Kreitzer, in this final 32.9 seconds. Bounce pass. Oh, through the wickets of Estelle, and out of bounds it goes. Another turnover. Wolverine's got to be winning this turnover battle. We'll have that here at halftime.
And just like that, Caitlin checks back in real quick. Offense for defense here. 32.9 officially left in this first half.
Nice to get this. They got the score right now, Brad. Don't they?
One more score and just get one more in here.
Yep. 29 seconds, lots of time. Bounce pass to Kayla Jones. Kayla now wanted to go underneath the Delaney, but she was well covered. Jones now dribbling around there, picked up the and I think she was. That pass was to the official, and he missed it. He's smiling. Kayla's smiling. So, 19.5 seconds remaining.
Remind me, the scoreboard up there we got wrong. It is wrong.
Okay, I was thinking
29-16.
So, out there, Estelle, guarded there by Elsie Sturgeon, kicks it back out. Haskins goes down the lane, puts up the floater, doesn't get it to go. Oh, who came out of it was Drayvon Haskins. Ends up with it. Caitlin Kreitzer reached in there. Oh, throws it up. And wow. So at the end of 2, we're at halftime. 28-16. Actually, is that what you have, Brad?
Yep, 12-12.
So, yep. So Beaver Falls, it scored a lot more points. They only scored 4 in the first period. Got 12 in that second one. Wolverines dropped off a little bit as they scored 11 points in that second period of play. I have a hard time bear with me, folks. Our angle, it's hard to see the scoreboard where it is, but I'm pretty sure Delaney's sitting there with 10 points. I'll let Brad here as he's calculating. He can get all the stats for us here.
Yeah, so
the 3-ball hit there a couple times for the Tigers. That kind of kept them kind of in this game.
Yep. So what we'll do, folks, is we'll take a timeout. We'll come back here. We'll talk a little bit of stats. We'll kind of preview the second game tonight. It's a doubleheader, folks. Yes, we are running 2 separate streams. So this one will end, and we'll pick up on the back end right afterwards. Maybe not even 3 minutes, right?
And that's for viewing for logging for history.
Yep. And we'll give you time some time here, Thad, to figure out if we have 29 or 28. We have 29-16. They have 28-16, so we'll have to figure that out. We'll take a break, folks, here on Ellwood City Sports.
All right, great.
All right, folks, welcome back here into.
Was I on the air?
No, you're good. You're good. Now you are. So everybody's gonna now wonder, what was the secret Thad told Brad off air? Anyways, folks,
we got to shoot better. So it's pretty simple. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Halftime stats here, folks. Here with about a minute and a half to go here before the start of the third quarter. And some really good stuff here from the Ellwood City Lady Wolverines team, but you want more. You want more. So give me 1 second here. I got to make one little change. That's why it wasn't working. That's a little bit better. Getting all messed up on halves and quarters of all the different scoreboard systems. There we go. Halftime score here, 29-16. They did officially count that free throw. That lane violation on Estelle gave Delaney a second free throw attempt. She's leading the Lady Wolverines with 12 points, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block. The shooting kind of faded a little bit from 3. Kind of have to get away from the three-point line until it comes back again. Free throws, 2 for 4, 9 for 18 underneath the hoop, and most of those, 5 out of the 9 were on fast break points. So those are big 10 points on the fast break. On the flip side, Beaver Falls held to just 2 fast break points, shooting 5 of 20 from underneath the hoop, 2 for 8 from outside. Big thing, no free throws taken in that first half. The difference, though, right now that's keeping Beaver Falls alive, 21 rebounds to just 10. 10 offensive, and I tell you what, Draven Haskins, she's got 4 points, but she's got 10 rebounds already in this game.
The offensive rebounds of Beaver Falls has kept them in this game.
Yes, they have.
Possession arrow in favor of Beaver Falls, and here they come out with Draven Haskins taking the point. Dribble down there. She wants to drive down the lane, bounce pass underneath to Estelle. She puts it up and in. 2 quick points there in the first 20 seconds for Beaver Falls.
And that's the way to do it. It's kind of like an answer. Just turn around, put it off the backboard. It's going to go in.
So Caitlin Kreitzer now. Wolverines moving right to left. Underneath to Elsie Sturgeon. Get that shot out of here, says Tamara Estelle. She get a foul.
She got fouled.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's big because that'll be her third.
Wow, third foul for Estelle. I tell you what, I mean, we wear blue, but we call it like we see it.
Well, the problem is from that backside, she could have had a hand on the shoulder.
Yep, I think that was probably more it because what she hit was ball. So Elsie Sturgeon going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Giving some time there to tighten up the shoestrings.
Here's Elsie's first shot. And another rim does not go. Second shot forthcoming.
Elsie, a big 9 points in that first half.
First quarter.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
first
where
quarter.
a lot
Yeah,
of them
you're right.
came from.
You're right.
Second shot by Elsie. Off the rim, don't go. Rebound there by Donica Norman. Coming down the court. Taylor Poland with the ball. Gets it in to Draven Haskins. Directs. She's not afraid to drive it to the hoop. Dribbles around there into the Poland. Throws it back out. Shot, that's going to be short, does not go. Another rebound by Poland. Drives down, puts it up front of the rim, don't go that time. Who ends up with it is Draven Haskins, another rebound, kicks it out. She wants to shoot a 3. Delaney thought better of it, puts it up.
Yeah, it's going to be a floor foul here. And now the question is, who is it on?
Delaney.
It's on Delaney,
That's
big.
Her third foul at the 6:52 mark.
Yep. So now that's going to have to back her off a little bit. Playing defense here, third quarter, 6:52 still.
She does not want to get herself in trouble. She's got 12 points in this game so far. Now, Haskins gets a screen there, throws it out there, back out to Draven Haskins.
They're going to say lane.
A 3-second violation.
Yeah, thank you.
We don't see it a lot, but we called it that time. So a turnover for Beaver Falls. So we noticed Beaver Falls came out in that first quarter, really putting that full court press on. The Wolverines were able to break it and get a nice lead. Delaney now wants to drive, kicks it back out to Kayla Jones. Kayla Jones drives down the lane, puts it up.
Nice
drive. The right hand puts it up and in.
That's almost like the doctor back in the day.
Yes, it is. So Wolverines right now, you want to play defense, but you got to answer points. You got a 13-point lead. We saw what they can do with the 3. They made a couple of them there. As now, Draven Haskins Passes over to her sister, Drina Haskins. Picked up the dribble. Wants to get down the lane. Bounce pass back to Haskins. Off the front rim, don't go. Elsie Sturgeon with the rebound. Passes it to her cousin, Delaney Sturgeon. Delaney slows it down a little bit. Now into the hands of Caitlin Kreitzer. Kreitzer now. Meets resistance there. Bounce pass. Delaney puts that ball up. She wants to drive down the lane. She's going to put it up, and she's going to be fouled. Hits the floor hard. Smiles, bounces up. And she's going to go to the line for 2. Who's the foul on? Taylor Pullen. Now she's sitting there with 4?
Yep, 4 fouls
4
on Pullen.
fouls on Pullen.
Oh, boy.
And I thought that was a shooting foul, but it's not.
Yeah, I think they're going to see carry transition through.
Yep. Elsie Sturgeon going to drive, puts it up, gets and that's going to be
Oh
another
my.
foul on Estelle. Go to the hoop and good things happen.
And Thad, you know that number. That's 4-2.
Wow. Two of the main players for Beaver Falls right now sitting there with 4 fouls apiece with 5:32 remaining.
Wow.
And the Wolverines know that. You better believe Chris Wise, and the shot does not go for Elsie Sturgeon.
Got to make some free throws here.
Yes, you do. And checking into the game is number 22, as Estelle is going to take a seat. Lexi Price, the freshman, comes in.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's going to force head coach Dom Henderson's hand. He's got to do it. He has no choice.
Shot by Elsie,
Better.
nothing but net. It's good. So Wolverines pick up a point there. There they did. I finally put it up. So here's Drayvon Haskins bringing it up. The big Estelle, that big frame, tall body's not there underneath the hoop now.
And that helps Delaney now kind of playing out of there.
Yep. Throws a deep pass out there.
Guard the
out
threes.
to number 3. Air biscuit does not go. And a nice effort there by Lexi Price to go after it. She tried throwing the ball off of Elsie, and unfortunately her foot was on the line. So coming the other way is Ellwood City. And we'll see if Chris Wise is thinking what we're thinking. It's a screen. Caitlin Kreitzer, bounce pass underneath to Elsie. Kicks it out there.
Around the horn.
And throws it. And it went through the wickets of Delaney's hands. I think Delaney saw that beach ball coming, thinking, I'm going to go down that lane because it was open. So turnover for Ellwood City.
Scoring so far 3-2. Just one extra point here for Wolverines.
3 minutes and a little over 3 minutes gone in this third period of play. Now Haskins wants to go down the lane, jump stop. Lexi picks it up, and I'm going to say travel. Lexi Price turned to throw the ball to Pullen. So the Wolverines now, they quite frankly, putting it blunt, they have to take advantage of Estelle sitting there with 4 fouls, as well as Pullen with 4 fouls.
Yep, drive to the hoop where you,
Kayla
unfortunately,
Jones brings it up.
get Pullen in
Bounce
foul
pass.
trouble.
And off of Caitlin Kreitzer. Wolverines up by 14.
That could have been dangerous.
Yeah, it could have. Bodies were flying all over the place down there. Now, Drevin Haskins going to bring it up the court. Pass it over to Pullen. Deep pass over there. Bounce pass to Haskins. Out to her sister Haskins. Air ball does not go. And out of bounds it goes, and off of Delaney's fingertips. So Beaver Falls will keep possession. Not much scoring here in the first 4 minutes. And if you're the Wolverines, you're okay with that, but I'd like to see a little more sense of urgency out of them offensively. There's a 3. Back to him, don't go. Who ends up with it? Caitlin Kreitzer. Deep pass down there to Kayla Jones. Kayla finds a trailer, puts it up and in. Good. A nice pass there from Caitlin Kreitzer to Kayla Jones, as Kayla got behind the defense that time. She's sitting there with 7 points. We didn't say much about it, but she's got over 900 points now. Hoping for that 1,000-point score. Number 4 puts it up. But Delaney, you got to go up and get that. This time, Delaney with that left hand, right hand. Comes down the lane. slows it down a little bit in the hands of Kayla Jones. Kayla, oh, she got Caitlin underneath the hoop, puts it up, kisses the glass, it's in, hits good. Caitlin Kreitzer now, Wolverines on about a 6-0 run here. That's what you like to see, you know. Deep shot by Poland, drains the three. Wow.
And there you go. Now you know why.
Yep.
Now you know what you got to guard now. From here on out, that's 3-point line.
They're just gonna let them do it. You can't let them do it, is my point, Brad. So 36-21 in favor of the Wolverines. 15. They just had their largest lead of the night before that 3 at 18.
Yep. So that timeout will be taken by Tigers. That leaves them with 3. Thad, you were talking about it. 920 points for Kayla Jones, 162 this year alone. Her career, 214 at Newcastle, and then 201, 343 last year, and 162 playing for some really good basketball. And last game out, 22 points. That put her at 920. And like you said, right now, sitting up there, we're staring at 7 points.
7 points,
so 927. If she continues that average, it will be about 6 games from now. We'll see. It could be on the road, and if it's on the road, I think you and I may be making a trip.
I think we'll, let's just make that guarantee right now. We've not done a lot of away games, just the way the broadcasting and time constraints of things are.
That'll be a big
inbound
one.
to Elsie Sturgeon. Elsie bounce pass. I like that.
3-on-1 if you can look up.
Oh, got Kara Kreitzer keeps it.
Just retain it.
Alive.
There you go.
And who ends up with it? Elsie Sturgeon. Kara checked in for Delaney. Delaney's. Took a seat for a little bit.
Yep.
Kayla Jones
got to pass out of it. Got to reset.
Bounce pass to Caitlin Kreitzer. Shot don't go. Coming the other way quickly.
I like the cutting, though, by Kreitzer.
Yeah, it's been there the last couple. Don't go. Who ends up with it? Elsie Sturgeon. Going to dribble out of it, gets in the hands of Caitlin Kreitzer. Her sister Kara's out there with her. As I said, she checked in for Delaney Sturgeon. Caitlin Kreitzer now. Wolverines up by 15. Trying to get Kara to cut again. There's a shot by Jones. Gets good. You knew it when it left her hand. We've been watching it for 3 years, Brad. When it's on, it's on. We got to stop for a shoe tie.
That has been a theme tonight.
That's the second three-pointer for Kayla?
Yep. She shooting. No, that's the first one. 1 for 2.
Okay. Delaney
2.
has one, and Caitlin has one too, right?
And Elsie,
that's right. Yeah, Elsie. Her shooting percentage of threes is really good because she don't take a lot of them. But tonight she had 9 huge first period points.
Set the tone early.
Haskins now down underneath, bounce pass out to Haskins.
Good look.
And she makes the 3.
Good look.
All of a sudden right now, you got to slow this down. You're up by 15.
Yep.
But the power of the 3, and Beaver Falls got it rolling right now.
And you identify the hot hand. That is number 4, Haskins.
And that's going to be a foul as Kara Kreitzer was fouled by number 22, Lexi Price, who came off the bench. And Kara's now going to go to the line to shoot 2.
That's the team's 4th foul with 1:52 remaining in this third quarter. We'll see if that plays a factor.
First shot by Kara. Oh, I thought it was good. Bounced, touched everything around the rim except going down through it. Second shot forthcoming. Kara Kreitzer's second shot looks good. Yeah, it's good. Kara's on the scoring legend with a point. 40-24. Here it comes. Roller. Haskins. They're just launching them up now, Brad.
Yep.
Don't go. And that's got to be over the back.
Call timeout.
And they call a jump ball. Some aggressive play underneath as Donica Norman was in there and Kara Kreitzer. Possession arrow.
Yep, and he'll stay with Beaver Falls here.
Yep, and Delaney Sturgeon going to check back in for Kara Kreitzer. Nice play in there. Nice minutes for Delaney to get abreast and knowing she has them 3 fouls. With him comes back in a minute 41. Not a deep bench, but you have to appreciate the play of them. Here's the inbound. Here comes Caitlin Kreitzer, got a trailer, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. And that's just going to the hoop, making good things happen. And that's going to be on Drianna Haskins, her first. That is going to be the team's 5th with $1:35 remaining. As Caitlin now is going to go to the line to shoot 2. So we got bonus time here. First shot by Caitlin, nothing but net. It's good. 41-24. Kara
Smart.
Kreitzer's now going to check in for Delaney Sturgeon.
I like that move. Having a 41-24 lead allows you to do
And you're
that.
kind of doing that offense for defense like you sometimes mention. Second shot by Caitlin. It's good. 42-24. Buck 35 remaining. Wolverines winning this half so far. The three, and there's a deep three. And it's good. Woo. Wow. She's putting on a clinic. You're seeing why she can score a lot of points. That's what she had 2 3-pointers in the last 2 possessions.
They were 2 for 8 in the first half. That's 3 now in the second half already.
There goes Kreitzer, goes down the lane, and she's going to be fouled by number 4, Drianna Haskins. You got to applaud Caitlin Kreitzer. She knew what was going to happen, and she went to the hole anyway.
Yeah, the fouls have been pretty aggressive fouls.
Yes, they
I like.
they're
I like
legit.
it.
They're legit.
They're
I mean,
legit.
there's nothing.
They're legal.
They're
legal. Yeah.
They're nothing.
Definitely legal. I like it though. I like that aggression.
By both sides.
Yep.
First shot by Caitlin. It's good. She's 3 for 3 from the line. And now Tamara Estelle's going to check back in as Lexi Price checks out. Remember, Estelle is sitting there with 4 fouls. Here's Caitlin's second shot. And it's good. Nothing but net. Nice clean shooting there from the foul line. 4 for 4 from the foul line is Caitlin Kreitzer. Now here comes Poland. You can't let her open. She'll shoot it. Haskins tries to get down the lane from the elbow, puts it up, and it's good. Shots are falling for Beaver Falls. Now, inbound pass to Kayla Jones, 52 seconds remaining. Kayla dribbles out of that. Comes down the lane, loses the handle, but maintains it. Got to pass it. Finds Caitlin Kreitzer, puts it up, and off the side of the rim, does not go. Rebound there by Poland, coming the other way. Gets it to Haskins, underneath, jump stop, puts it up and in. Just like that. Beaver Falls cuts the lead to 13. Inbound pass. Caitlin Kreitzer. I like how she dribbles through this, but she got a trailer. Pulls it back out. Bounce pass. Oh, a nice steal there by Haskins. Javon Haskins, that is. Down the lane she comes. Bounce pass to her sister. It's good. Beaver Falls is shooting lights out here at the end of this third period. Got to get it inbounded. Gets to Caitlin Kreitzer with 8 seconds. A nice block there. 4 seconds. Down the lane they come. Bounce pass underneath the Poland. Puts it up, and the shot does go. Wow. The Wolverines had an 18-point lead at one point, and now it's down to 44 to 35, or should it be 37?
35.
35.
Wow.
The last 2 minutes of Beaver Falls there shows you why they only have one loss.
Yep.
In section play on the season so far. Wolverines lead cut to 9.
They just turned a 17-point lead down to 9. We'll
Down
take
to
a
9.
little break here, folks. Come back for the fourth quarter action here on Ellwood City Sports.
Welcome back, folks. A big third period there. 19 points scored. I say that, and 16 by the Wolverines. But that last couple minutes of play there really lit the candle here for Beaver Falls. There's going to be a 3, and it's off. Don't go. Delaney Sturgeon with the rebound. Delaney head up, looking, passes it to Caitlin Kreitzer to bring it up the court. You just don't want empty possessions. You don't need them quick scores, strikes now either. Delaney now with the ball, guarded there by Norman. Dribbles out of that, maintains possession, and there's going to be a foul. Yep. And Norman got a little handsy there to Delaney as she was trying to dribble out of that. So Norman, is that her second? Yes, it is. So now inbounding from far side of the court will be Delaney Sturgeon. Delaney with the ball, fakes the three, back out to Kayla Jones. Kayla over to Elsie Sturgeon. Nobody, she drives down the baseline, kiss the glass, puts it up and in. She's in double digits. Big bucket there. She caught the Beaver Falls defense sleeping that time. They were focusing on Delaney, and down the baseline she went.
Well, she is guarded by Estelle. The
Three
three-pointer's
don't
no
go.
good.
And who ends up with it?
Oh.
Delaney takes a tumber.
Wow.
As Norman, Delaney gets up. Caitlin Kreitzer brings the ball up the court.
What I was getting to is Estelle was guarding Elsie there, and she can't go for it because she's got the 4 fouls.
Yes, good point. Great point, Brad. As now Delaney Sturgeon sits there, top of the key. Now to Kayla Jones.
I like this. Do some Clarion offense.
Yep.
There, he just called for it, Clarion.
Yep. But Kayla Jones down the lane, puts
Don't
it up,
shoot it. Don't
does
shoot
not
it.
get it to go.
Don't shoot it.
Rebound there by Drina Haskins. She's going to go down the lane. Delaney with 3 fouls, puts it up, don't go. Estelle with the ball, and they're going to get Caitlin Kreitzer, I do believe, with the foul. Right call. She went for the ball, got the hand.
Yeah.
That'll be her third, if I'm correct, Brad.
They're going to call it on 32. They're going to call it on Elsie.
Elsie, okay.
So that's her first, team's first as well.
So
but it is free throws.
Estelle, first shot off the back of the rim, does not go. So 6:31 remaining. The Wolverines got that lead back up to 11, double digits. If you're the Wolverines, you want to keep it there because the 3 ball's been falling. Shot don't go. Elsie Sturgeon with a big rebound there. Into the hands of cousin Delaney Sturgeon. Now Caitlin Kreitzer with the ball. Gets it over the timeline. Almost stolen there. Kayla Jones wants to go down the lane. Kicks it back out to Elsie Sturgeon. She had Caitlin cutting to the hoop, but didn't fare. Caitlin back out, top of the key. Met some resistance there. Now, Kayla Jones now with the ball. Guarded there by Haskins. Jones underneath there. Nice pass, puts it up, and she's going to be fouled. And a beautiful, beautiful pass there as Kayla Jones lobbed it in there to Caitlin. She went up for the shot, doesn't get it to go, and the foul is going to be on number 4.
Yep.
Her third. Team's second. Caitlin Kreitzer now 4 for 4 from the line tonight. Her first shot is good. 5 for 5, and those 5 shots have been here in, I think, the whole fourth quarter.
No, second half.
Sorry, second half. Okay.
Yeah.
Second shot. And it is nothing but net. It's good. 6 for 6 from the free throw line.
Take note.
That's
Take
big.
note, folks. That's how you shoot them. 6 for 6. Wow.
So now Beaver Falls down by 13. 5 minutes to go. Pulling now. Deep pass out there. Puts it up, and nothing but 3. Wow.
My
As
goodness.
Drina Haskins. And she was guarded. I don't know how you get around that. And quite honestly, the shot really didn't look that pretty when it left her hands, but it was nothing but net. Kayla Jones now with the ball. Wants to go down the baseline, pulls it back out. In the hands of Delaney here on the near court. Going to slow it down a little bit. 5:26 remaining. Delaney kicks it out there to Jones. She wants on the 3 parade. It's short. Delaney with the Elsie Sturgeon gets the rebound and puts it up and in.
That's big.
Are you kidding me? Delaney and Elsie both were underneath there. Elsie Sturgeon's just having a game. There's a 3-pointer. Air biscuit does not go. Puts it up. Can't get it to go. Estelle puts it up, and it goes through the cylinder. Wolverines lead by 10. They got to get some help. Now she does. Kayla Jones now with the ball. Meets some resistance there by Haskins. Haskins, good defensive player. Jones down the lane, puts up the floater. It's short, gets her on rebound, doesn't get it to go underneath. And who ends up with it? Is Beaver Falls coming the other way. They got numbers, bounce pass underneath. And there's a block by Elsie Sturgeon. Are you kidding me? She came out of nowhere. And I had a conversation with Chris Wise. We'll let this play next break.
What a transition.
Estelle down, puts it up as full, and she does not miss. Puts up the floater now. Wolverines now find themselves up by 8. Bounce pass. Caitlin Kreitzer now gets it up. Almost loses her footing a little bit. She's dribbling, looking around. 4:24. Wolverines up by 8. Delaney Sturgeon now. Underneath the cousin Elsie puts it. Oh, pretty to Elsie Sturgeon. How many she got, Brad?
Oh, man, that was a touchdown pass. What a leading
nice
pass.
Assist by, great leading pass there. Now, Wolverines able to answer this good shooting of Beaver Falls. I'm going to say pushing foul on somebody. Number 11. Elsie sitting there with 16 points.
Yep. That was on Lucarelli. That's her first, team's second. So 4:04 mark now.
So inbound to pass in to Drina Haskins. Wants to get down the lane, kicks it out there. Estelle for three off the back rim, don't go. Delaney Sturgeon with the big rebounds are key here right now for the Wolverines. Up the lane, here comes Delaney Sturgeon. Pass, over there, almost stolen. Here's a three. Off the back of the room, don't go. Caitlin Kreitzer there. Slow it down, reset, 3:45 remaining. You're up by 10.
Yep.
And you're going to see Caitlin Kreitzer now.
Right back out.
Pulls it back out underneath to Elsie. Gets it blocked, but she follows her shot, puts it up high off the glass. Don't go. And who gets the ball? Drevin Haskins. She goes down the lane. They got numbers. Estelle puts it up. Blocked there by Caitlin Kreitzer. And it's going to be off the fingertips of Caitlin Kreitzer. Wolverines' 10-point lead as Estelle's going to take a seat with them 4 fouls. Lexi Price comes in. And I'm just going to give Beaver a timeout taken, a full timeout taken by Beaver Falls. Brad, I'm going to give the Wolverines defense credit, but I'm going to compliment Beaver Falls. They're not getting open shots, but they're just making the shots. Their shooting percentage in the second half has got to be a whole lot better than it was in the first half.
Well, this is going to be a double-edged sword, shall we say.
It's the catch-22.
Well, when you get behind in a game, you never want to be behind, right? Like you're losing the game. But if you're losing the game, just put them up. If you're open, don't even hesitate. You take the three-pointer, and if it's not there, the big difference we said in that first half, what kept Beaver Falls in it, 21 rebounds in the first half. I guarantee you they've got at least another 15 when the day is done. The offensive rebounds has not been pretty for Ellwood City, and that's what's keeping Beaver Falls. The second opportunities and easy buckets there. Estelle now had 2 easy buckets underneath the hoop on rebounds. But at the same time, flip side, Ellwood keeping them in check. 3:24, 2 timeouts for Beaver Falls, 4 for Ellwood. That means if I'm Chris, if I'm head coach Wise, I'm telling every girl, if you feel like you're in a trap, we'll take timeout. Don't worry about it.
And if you need a breather, because you have 4 with 3:24 remaining. Beaver Falls, after that timeout, will be inbounding. Bounce pass, brings it in, into Haskins, guarded there by Kreitzer. Loses her footing a little bit, and out of bounds it goes. Good defense by Caitlin Kreitzer, just being disruptive.
Yep,
and I think we're going to see that press coming back.
Yep.
Bounce pass into Jones. Jones gets in the hands of Delaney Sturgeon. She looks up, sees cousin Elsie down there, but pulls it back out. Delaney now.
Get away from the timeline, please.
Yes, I'm with you on that. Dribbles around there. Meets some resistance. And going to be
there's
a
that
timeout taken, 30-second timeout.
And that's a product of, and it's going to sound bad too, when you get the ball there, if you're open, of any places to dribble the ball, I'd rather you go underneath the hoop.
Yeah, you get trapped there on the side. It's that invisible defensive player,
right.
That sideline.
Right, and you come out to the timeline. What's that?
I just come up with that. I'm going to have to use that again.
And if you come out to the timeline, well, let's be real. It's 45 feet to the other hoop now, and more importantly, all of your offensive players are underneath the hoop.
Right.
Go to the hoop. If it's a turnover, it's still 90-some feet you can get back in time.
Right. Exactly. So fouls. Poland, who got that 4th foul early in the 3rd period, she's been able to stay clean.
Yep. And then Estelle, she's got 4. And Driana Haskins, she's had to play a little bit more defense underneath the hoop, and that's caused 3 fouls on her. On the flip side, it's just Delaney with 3. So foul trouble all in favor of Ellwood.
Yep.
With
Wolverines
3:04
will be
left.
inbounding from the near side. We just don't want to turn the ball over. Underneath there to Elsie. Delaney fakes the 3, dribbles around her, out to Caitlin. Caitlin guarded. Bounce pass underneath to Kayla Jones. Does not get it to go. Rebound there by Poland. She's coming the other way. Slows down her dribble, puts it up. Made that look too easy. Wolverines lead by 8, 2:46. If you're the Wolverines right now, that clock cannot run fast enough. You see the aggressiveness by Coach Dom Henderson on the sideline. He's very animated. Now in the hands of Delaney. Delaney held scoreless here in this second period of play. Dribbles around there, out. It's tipped out of bounds off of Poland's hands. And the Wolverines be inbounding. Delaney looks to Coach Chris Wise. What's the play, Coach? Gets the play. Now out to Kayla Jones. Jones now guarded there by Price. Delaney back to Kayla Jones. Little pitch and catch here. Tries to go underneath, and Poland gets the steal. Here comes Poland, puts it up, and kisses the glass. It's up and good. Good grief. Wolverines now just lead by 6 with the 2:05 remark. Wolverines need a bucket here really bad. Another turnover, and that's a travel as she walked as Drina Haskins, and she's hurt. I think it's just a cramp. Luckily, it appears to be just a cramp as she's on the floor in some pain with that leg cramp going on. Coach Dom Henderson is there doing what he can do. The trainer's there to help her out. But right now, Coach Dom Henderson's telling them girls when they cross that timeline, almost like a trap, to get up there, and the Wolverines got to get ready for that. And up with a smile on her face is Driana Haskins, the freshman, playing a good game here tonight. Wolverines will be inbounding. So after the injury timeout, yes, and Haskins has to come off the court for a little bit. Here, Delaney inbounds to Elsie. Now, Delaney with the ball, out to Caitlin Kreitzer. Kreitzer back to Delaney. Delaney met there. Just picked up the dribble, gets out to Caitlin Kreitzer. There's got to be somebody open with this. Dribbling it around there. I don't mind killing the clock, but you still have to score. Bounce pass to Lucarelli. Stolen there by Poland. Coming the other way. Once got underneath, shoots the long 3, and she drains it. Wow. Wolverines now, the lead is just 3, 52-29. The Wolverines have got about 2 minutes here without a bucket. Bounce pass to Kreitzer. Kreitzer met there. Dribbles through it. Kicks it out there to Delaney. Back to Kreitzer. Somebody wants the ball. Delaney dribbles down the baseline. Puts it up. Kiss the glass. Doesn't get it to go. She gets the rebound. Gets it into Elsie Sturgeon. They're on the ground. They're going to call jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Ellwood City. Oh, gosh, Brad. Wolverines had this game in hand, an 18-point lead. A timeout now taken, a full timeout taken by Chris Wise. Don't forget, folks, if you're tuning into this game, when this game's complete, post-game, we'll log off and start the
the boys stream here.
The boys stream.
Yeah, that one is slated for 7:30. I'm going to assume it's going to be a little bit delayed. They usually put 15, 20 minutes up there.
Yeah, they're going to give them 20 minutes to warm up.
Yeah, and I tell you what, Thad, talking about this one here, give credit, Beaver Falls. First quarter, second quarter, lackadaisical on defense. Yeah, talk about oh, man. This is like Baltimore Ravens and the Steelers concept all over. Defense, 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 and give credit, Beaver Falls. Making it happen.
Wolverines need a bucket really bad.
I was just going to say the Wolverines, yeah, they have 52, which means they've had 23 in the second half, but they've only had 8 in this quarter to just 8 to 14.
Yep.
8 to 14.
Turnover. 56 seconds remaining. Wolverines have gone flat here.
Yep, so an over and back there against the Lady Wolverines.
Haskins for 3, off the rim, don't go. And off the fingertips of Elsie. I don't know if she was even out of bounds yet. So Beaver Falls with the ball. Wolverines got to get a defensive stop. Poland now with it. She could shoot it from there. Haskins out there. 45 seconds remaining. They want to get in the hands of Poland. She gets the screen, but Lexi stays on her. Goes it out there to Haskins. Underneath, bounce pass, turn around, jumper. How's that shot go in? It's a 1-point game with 31 seconds and a timeout taken. Brad, 52-51 in favor of the Wolverines. A full timeout taken by Beaver Falls. The Wolverines got to get a bucket here. They've been about an 8-0 run.
Very cold. Yeah,
8-0 run.
It's been since the 2:04 mark. They have not had a single. I mean, they've had one or two good looks, but nothing has even remotely gone through that cylinder. So game reset here. Beaver Falls, 1 timeout remaining. Ellwood, actually, that's 0 now. So 0 timeouts remaining for Beaver Falls. 2 for Ellwood. Fouls not a problem in terms of team, 2 apiece. And at this point, if you're Taylor Poland and Tamla Estelle, if you have to take a foul, you got to do it. Even if you've got 4, you got to take a foul. You want to prolong this game as much as you can. 31.6 officially. That .6 is always a dreaded .6.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So after this full timeout taken, the Wolverines have 2.
Yeah.
Beaver Falls with 0. That could be important here in this final 31 seconds. So the Wolverines will be inbounding, correct?
Yep. Or no, it would be Beaver Falls because they said it was out of bounds on the 3-point shot. Elsie had
no.
Nope,
it's Ellwood's ball.
Yeah.
You got to get a clean inbound here, and they do. Now Caitlin Kreitzer brings it up the court. Meets some resistance, bounce pass to Kayla Jones.
Go with
Jones. It. Yep.
Oh, man.
Oh, nice save
Just
there
go
by
with
Kreitzer. Picks it up. And a timeout taken. Glad to have that one in your back pocket. 18.5 seconds. The Wolverines just were not set on that play. Like you said, go ahead and take that.
My
Kayla
play
Jones.
for this inbounds now is you basically inbound the ball. The other 4 girls, don't worry about a rebound. Just sit midway. Just get back on defense. The one girl who gets the ball, just go to the hoop.
Well,
don't worry about it. Just go to the hoop.
Don't turn it over. Don't turn it over.
Just go to the hoop.
You've got a 1-point lead with 18.5 seconds left.
Yeah.
They have fouls to give. I'm sure Coach Henderson's down there saying right now, don't let them shoot the ball. We got 3 fouls to give before we go to the line.
And I want this ball as far away from the other side of the hoop. Man, got to get it in bounce.
Just got to get a good clean
inbounds. Got to get it low. Just give it to me low.
Yep.
I don't. I understand the dribble out ordeal, but I've never liked it. Just go to the hoop.
I'm not saying dribble it out, but just don't turn it over.
Don't turn it over. Don't make any stupid passes cross court. Hold on to it. We'll take the other timeout that we have.
Right. So they're going to be inbounding from the far side of the court.
18.5, 1 timeout for Ellwood, 2 fouls each.
So now with the inbound,
face guarding is Triana.
Kreitzer gets in the hands of Delaney. Clock is running. Bounces back to Caitlin Kreitzer, 14 seconds, and she's fouled there, just as we thought would. So 12 seconds.
That'll be her second, team's third.
Yep.
Fouls to give here, still with 2 more.
Here they come. Gets the bounce pass to Delaney, runs a couple seconds off, and she's going to be fouled. And she knew that was going to happen, ran a couple seconds off the clock. Now they're with 4 fouls. So the next foul.
Yep, that's her third. Team's fourth. Next foul, we're getting free throws. And if I would have Caitlin not inbounding this. I'd be giving it to her.
Yep. Inbound to Delaney. Delaney dribbles around her, and she's fouled and pushed into the bench. These girls have really taken a beating tonight. Delaney has underneath the hoop. Now some huge free throws here for Delaney Sturgeon. I'm kind of like you, Brad. I'd have let
if the next man up, it would be Delaney.
Yes.
That's a 4th foul on Norman. So team's 5th, bonus from here on out. The nice thing, stops the clock, lets you think about it a little bit.
Yep. Delaney's first shot. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Second shot forthcoming. 52-51, 10.1 seconds. Important to remember, Beaver Falls does not have a timeout.
Well,
and Coach Wise takes that.
Yep.
Not sure if I'd have taken that then. I'll let you see if she made the shot or not. Yep. But he's got things set up right now. He's talking about on a make, do this. On a miss, do this.
Exactly, and that's why I do like that timeout, because this next 10.1, there's no stopping it now. This is going to roll. This is going to roll unless there's a foul.
The other thing is the Wolverines do have two fouls to give.
Right.
So they can play
the foul game. I guarantee he's talking
too.
about that. If you see any girl near that three-point line before she shoots, if she's not passing, just foul her.
Yep.
And let's inbound again.
Yep.
The big thing, though, make a free throw here.
Yep.
And give me at least 2.
Make them have to play for the tie
Yeah.
or shoot the 3 to win.
Right. And now we can officially guarantee the boys' game will be delayed.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Delaney Sturgeon going to go to the line. This has been a great basketball game. Wolverines up by 18.
Yep.
Beaver Falls, no slouch. They put the fight in it. And do they have enough? Do the Wolverines have enough to keep it now? Delaney's second shot. And it's good. So here, going to inbound. Here it comes. Clock's running, 10 seconds. Wolverines. And a nice play there. We did what we said. I like that, Brad. 7.8 seconds, and they fouled. I'm not even sure who it was on. I think it was on Elsie, her second. Elsie's played a game tonight. Unofficially, 16 points. The Wolverines still have one more foul to give.
Yeah, just got to watch underneath the hoop.
Yep.
Because now I would foul
You got set right now.
No!
Does not go. Puts it up. And no, you got a foul. A shooting foul at Matt. As she went up for it, I thought Estelle had the layup underneath what they wanted. Caitlin Kreitzer going for the rebound. Gets the foul. The dreaded 0.4 seconds remaining. 53-51 as Drina Haskins goes to the line to shoot 2. She could tie this game. First shot does not go. Right now, if you're the Wolverines.
Yep, and now you intentionally miss because Beaver Falls 0 for 3 in this free throw line. You make it 0 for 4, get the rebound. 0.4, enough time.
Yes, it is. Second shot. Off the back of the rim, don't go. Poland puts it up. Game over. What a game. What a great game we saw tonight. 53-51. Give credit to Beaver Falls for that second half. Give credit to Coach Wise and the girls for knowing how to handle that last 10 seconds, quite frankly.
And give credit to Elsie Sturgeon. I think she may have actually blocked that last attempt a little bit.
I think so.
At least altered it for that matter. And, well, folks, wow.
What a game.
What a game is correct.
So, wow.
I would say wow is right.
53-51. A big fourth period there as Beaver Falls had 16. The Wolverines had 9. A huge section win. And Beaver Falls, tonight was one of them games, Brad. I think you and I talked about it. One of the every night we talked this week. This is going to maybe tell us how good the Wolverines really are.
Right.
And we feel really good about how good the Wolverines are, but you can't let 18-point games slip away. Did you do stats, or are we going to worry about that later?
We will do all stats later on.
Okay.
I reached out to all of the news reporters and said, we'll give you the box score screenshots, but the individual stats are going to have to wait. Big MVP tonight. Second half. Yeah, points weren't there, but just playing it out methodically. You got to give credit to Elsie kicking us off with 9 early points in that first quarter.
You do.
And you know what? I think overall the MVP tonight goes to Caitlin Kreitzer, 6 for 6 from the free throw line. She also had 8 assists, 2 blocks, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, but more importantly, she made the simple passes when the time counted. With like 8 of those fast break points in that first quarter, breaking the press. So give credit. Final score here, folks, 53-51. Thad, why don't you take us out real quick and we'll flip games.
They say 14 minutes till tip-off, so we're looking for tip-off at about 7:40.
Yep.
7:40. So, folks, we're going to log off of this broadcast. Check out our Facebook page or just subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Why not?
And you'll get every alert that we ever do. Big one tonight, 53-51. Can the boys clinch the doubleheader? We'll see. Hey, on behalf of Dave, Mr. Skinny Windhorst, Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon, flip over to the next thing, and we'll be back in about 10 minutes, folks.